Okay, let me admit listening. Welcome to the Club Coach workshop. And today we are honored to have 3 great facilitators to share their insight with us today. The topic today is, why should you be a club coach? Believe me, it's a very rewarding experience. If you see the club that you've been coaching achieve a distinguished status at the end of the term, it's a rewarding because you help change the life of the members and also the club itself flourish. At the same time, the district flourish as well. So without further ado, I would like to introduce our 3 facilitators. The first lead facilitator is a motivating speaker, a licensed facilitator who provide the best professional guidance and training and see people improve their life because they heard his speeches. The facilitator knows the joy and challenge of cross-cultural communication and leadership. He facilitate numerous trainings in various to global audience. And he also a proven leader and a powerful communicator. He served on the board of directors Toastmasters International from 2008 to 2010. And prior to that, he's an international director of Toastmasters International and also a district 80 governor in 26 to 27. DTM Kim Siong hold a master in business administrator from University of Strathclyde Business School and graduate diploma in marketing from Charter Institute of Marketing, advanced certificate in training and assessment from Institute of Adult Learning Education. And our second facilitator is a practicing architect for 5 years and turned IT businesswoman for 15 years. She sold her business to a Canadian public listed company and retired at the age of 45. DTM Yiang joined Toastmasters in 1999, currently a member of both Tao Payao Central CC Advanced Toastmaster Club, Advanced Toastmaster Club, and also Cane Hill Mandarin Toastmaster Club. She also served all the exco position at the club, and especially she was the district director of District 80 2015 to 2016. Our third facilitator is a banker turned educator because of her passion in continuous learning and passion in teaching children. She is a passionate Toastmaster and has attained her DTM, the highest level of education in Toastmaster, and she served as an immediate past Division E Director for District 102 in 2019 to 2020. She also awarded District 102 Area Director of the Year 2018 to 2019. She's a speech evaluator champion and also table topic champion for the year 2017 to 2018. And she also involved in youth leadership program coordinator and also speechcraft, and a passionate leaders for helping developing people in communication and leadership. So please join me in welcoming all 3 facilitators, DTM Kim Siong, DTM Yiang Ping and DTM Kim Luan, Hey Luan.
Thank you, Didi, Nuchanath, and PQD, Gavin. Fellow Toastmaster and friend, good afternoon. I think today is very exciting because today is in a very small group. I would appreciate everybody turn on your camera and we have more interactions where we can see you eyeball to eyeball, face to face, and belly to belly over the screen. So I appreciate everybody turn on your camera. So we have a fruitful and meaningful discussion. Thank you. So today, this afternoon, right, I hope that I hope to cover this 5 items. The first part is all you need to know about Club Coach program, and I will invite Fong Luan to share with you the Club Coach experience, and Yang Ping to share with you the club rebuilding experience. And the most important thing, we have one sessions, right, where you are given this opportunity, right, to ask us anything. And before we sum up the whole thing, after attending these sessions, right, what is your next step? Because the most important thing is at the end of the day, you attend any training workshop, always ask yourself this question: what is your next step? So at this moment, am I talking very fast? If very fast, right, what you need to do is unmute yourself, just tell me faster. Then I'll slow down myself. Okay, I have 3 objectives where my team hope to achieve. Number 1 is let everybody understand the motivation for being a club coach. Number 2, appreciate the experience sharing, because one of the powerful learning lessons is to learn from other people's experience. And after getting the theory part, the practical part, it's your turn to apply what you learned today, right? In whatever position you are in, to apply what you learned. So this is what we hope to achieve. And right now, I'd like to show you this incident happened on 15 February 2018. And I invite you to pay attention on this video and try to draw some learning point from this video itself. So are you ready to watch the video?
Tập vai này à?
ลูกไปหาแม่เร็วไปลูกไปโอ๊ย
After watching the video, what are your learning points? Maybe I'd like to hear from Kevin. PQD Kevin, what do you learn from this little video?
It really touched a movie. I really love that movie, and I think that even we know we are helpless, but we still try. We still give our love and try as much as we can. Then we can make something possible.
Okay, how about Rosie? Rosie, what do you learn from this small little video clips?
Yes, while I watching the video, I see so wonderful because the baby can win because many person help him for go outside, and I feel so really happy when the baby can meet his mom. It's wonderful.
Okay.
And I think
okay, the most important thing, right? How this video apply to club coach program? Maybe I like to hear from Liana. Lana. How teamwork? Okay.
Teamwork, collaboration. They were very focused on what they were supposed to do.
Okay. Eric, hands up already. Okay, you want to voice out anything? I will recognize Eric. What do you learn from this?
Thank you. What I have learned is the baby elephant, they were helping the baby elephant, but they have not dragged it out of the mud. They have opened the way so that it can walk out itself from the ditch. And that is good because they did not touch it. They did not injure it. It just walked out by itself. Even if it's angry, you can see it's angry at the end. It even wants to fight with the excavator, but still it managed to work out freely. So for me, it's a big lesson that if you help somebody, don't push them. Let them just walk out, show them the way, pave the way so that they can just walk out of trouble.
In fact, in the video, the one part, right, especially what Eric mentions, right? In fact, they mentioned that the baby elephant have to pull himself out of the mud. Even they dug out the way for him for the baby elephants, right? He have to push himself out. Okay, let's hear from Kajang from District 102. What do you learn from this little video relate to club coach program?
Yes. What have I learned from the club coach program, right?
Apply to club coach program.
Yeah. So what I learned from this is we have to work as a team.
Okay, as a team. Okay.
We have to work as a team because if we don't work as a team or we don't, like all of them had one goal is to reunite the baby elephant with the mother. So they had that one goal.
Okay.
So we as a club must have one goal to achieve as one unit so that the club can grow and achieve better.
Okay, thank you. How about let's hear from Fong Run. What are the lessons you learn from here?
Okay, for me it would be the one with the excavator would be someone like a mother, very eager to help. You know, I just want to go in and grab the baby out. Yeah, so that's a feeling. But at times if you do it not in a proper way, at times we say, I'm doing this for you. You know, the intention is good, but we have not do it in the right way. Ultimate. So it's a balancing act, very contextual, and I think at times it takes wisdom to do this. Yes, that's my call. Thank you. Back to you. I think we lost.
I think the Kim
Kim
Seong frozen.
So it's not from my end, yeah. I suppose the word is so powerful that it froze.
It's frozen. Yeah, I believe I agree with you too. That is take wisdom. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's back. Welcome.
Welcome
I'm back. Okay. Due to internet unstable, that's why you always encounter problem or encounter challenge. So when you encounter challenge, right, need to stay calm and stay cool. Okay, personally, right, when I saw this video, three things I draw to my attention. Number one is when you see someone suffer or the club is not doing well, there's always senior member is willing to come up and stretch out the helping hand to pull you out from the mud, to help you to rebuild your club again. That's one lesson I learned. And just how many people also mentioned about teamwork. It takes a team working together to make it happen, to make it possible. And when you realize that even elephant being such a big size, right, sometimes they also encounter challenges and encounter problem. And never underestimate of crying out for help. Never suffer in silence. When the club is not doing well, always shout for help, because the district leaders, senior member is always there willing to help. So these are some of the learning lessons I learned from this video clip. Over here, I'd like to share with you, right, a few questions. So after answering all these 10 questions, right, we have a rough idea, right, what is all this thing about club coach program. Okay, the first question is, what is club coach and what do they do? Okay, for club coach, right, you need to be an experienced Toastmaster. And the club coach is to coach the club to do 2R. And the ultimate goal, right, for them, right, is to help the club to achieve the Distinguished Club Program. And at this moment, right, you may ask me, Kim Seong, what is 2R? Maybe now it's time to test our CGD, because over here we got 2 CGD inside the room. Okay, Eric Low, what is the 2R as a club coach? Let's hear from Eric first.
Retention.
Retention, okay. One more R.
Recruitment.
Recruitment. The answer, okay, good try. Let's hear from, the answer is wrong, Eric. Let's hear from Eric Sang. Your 97 CGD. What is the 2R where I'm looking for? Or you want to call a friend for help? Arisa.
It says,
what is the 2R?
copy that.
Huh?
Retention and recruitment.
Okay, it proved one thing. Both club growth director have not read the club growth program manual. Okay, I'm here to help you. Okay, the 2R, right? Okay, it's rebuilding the membership strength up to the charter strength. Okay, and restoring the club, right, to be a quality club. So these are the 2R. This 2 word is not given by Po Kim Seong, it's in the club coach program handout. Okay, these are the 2R where members have to really understand. Is rebuilding back to the charter strength and restoring the good club meeting quality. Okay, personally, I feel that to be a good club coach, you need to have this 3B. And yesterday, I have chance to attend District 102, the PR Fest, right? And I personally like this 3B, and it comes very close to my heart. First, you need to be knowledgeable. And yesterday, they said be outstanding. I said be knowledgeable. It's very important. Second B is be relevant. And the third B is be likable. So now the trick question is, out of these 3, right, if you are going to choose one, right, which one would that be? Let's hear from Anna Liu. If you are going to give you a chance, right, to choose one of the most important to rank, which one would you choose? You need to unmute yourself, Anna.
In order to help others, we need to be knowledgeable.
Knowledgeable, but in terms of, oh, you say not knowledgeable. Okay, let's hear from Doreen. Which one would you choose? You need to unmute yourself.
Yeah, correct. I think it should be knowledgeable.
Knowledgeable. Oh,
Yes,
exciting. Very exciting.
because you want to be a club coach, you must have the knowledge in order to help and to pass that knowledge down.
Okay. Okay, let's hear from my IPD, PDD, Yang Ping. Be knowledgeable, be relevant, and be likable. Which one would you choose?
I will choose be likable.
Be likable, okay.
Yes, because the important thing is that the club coach has to connect with the club ESCO and members so that they can work together.
Correct, okay. So out of these three, right, personally, right, okay, we need to be knowledgeable, no doubt about that. We need to know all the policy and protocol. Okay, we need to have the knowledge. We need to stay up to date. Like what is the latest TI program changes? What is the latest club coach program changes? You must be relevant to till today. But what Yang Ping mentioned is be likable. It's very, very crucial if you want to be a coach. Have you ever come across where some senior member very knowledgeable with all the policy and protocol, but at the end of the day, you don't really like to work with the person because they mentioned this thing called chemistry doesn't work. When the chemistry don't work right, then everything fall apart. So, and just now Yang Ping really highlighted the important to be a club coach. Right, you need to work with the club exco, where you need to build rapport. Building rapport with the club leaders, with the club members. And if from the first time, right, the club don't have the chemistry with you, right, how can you build rapport? So be likable is very, very, very crucial. And you need to instill the enthusiasm, the energy in the club, bring back the energy to make sure the club have the kind of energy to sustain. And this is the knowledge part. You need to apply and assess the club environment, do a scan on the club environment, how the club can perform, and what caused the club when weakened over the years, in order to provide some suggestion and recommendation where this knowledge come about. And the most important thing is to be a successful club coach. You need to work with the club leaders. I've come across many club coaches told me, oh, Kim Siong, when I appointed as a club coach, right, and I have to prepare the program. I need to type the program. I need to call the evaluators. I need to do everything for them. Have you ever wondered, right? If you watch soccer, right? Okay, the coach go and play and score the goal, or you teach the player to play. So we need to know our role. The role of the club is to assist the club, make sure they carry out the proper action. It's not to do all the thing for them. So you need to work together with the club leaders. And the most important thing as a club, just now in the video, right, you realize at the last part, right, everybody cheer. Everybody cheer is bringing up they encourage the club. We as a club coach, we need to encourage the club to move forward. When the club member achieve pathway level 1, we clap for them. And I still remember when some of my members achieve DTM, right, I will be the first one to send out congratulation notes for them. And some of members ask me, hey, why do you send all this? I said, today you clap for others, and the thing will come back to you. When you achieve something, they'll clap for you. So the harder you clap for others today, right, the louder you receive the applause in near future. So we need to put it forward. How long does a club appointment last? Okay, in past few terms, when Toastmasters offer this double credit, right, some of the club coach, right, take only 1-2 months to qualify club coach program. But that is not so right. How long it lasts is for 2 years. So when you get appointed, your duty is to make sure the club achieves distinguished club program. Okay, and it lasts for 2 years. If the club on the first year achieve distinguished club program, your club coach appointment will be complete. You have completed your club coach appointment. Is your club eligible to receive a club coach? What is the requirement? Eric, what is the requirement for a club to receive a club coach?
Oh, the requirement is if the club got less than 12 members or less,
okay,
then it will require a coach.
Okay, if there is a few conditions. Number one is the club should have 12 members or less. Number two, the club cannot be suspended or no longer exist. Okay, and I went to District 97. I found out that okay, currently, right, there's a total of 15 clubs eligible for club coach appointment. Okay, so these are the number of clubs where the district or the clubs can ask for help, get your CGD or DD to appoint the club coach. And how can you become a club coach? If you want to be a club coach, Rosie, if you want to be a club coach, how can you become one? Rosie?
Yeah.
If you want to be a club coach, what will you? What action will you take to make it happen?
The first, I think I need to develop my knowledge.
Develop knowledge. Okay. Okay. Yeah. There's a saying: if you want to win a lottery, right, today, right, make sure you go and queue up to buy the ticket. So if you want to be a club coach, right, make sure you express your interest. If you just say, I want to be a club coach and just sit down there and say, I want to be a club coach, I want to be a club coach, right, nothing will happen. If you really want to be a club coach, first thing first, contact your area director, contact your division director, or contact your district director. Express your interest. In the meantime, you build all your knowledge, your technical skills. Okay, so you need to express your interest. If you never express your interest, right, nothing will happen. And the other thing is, what you need to do is you need to fill up this form called the club coach appointment forms and get your CGD or DD to submit to clubcoach@toastmaster.org. Okay, if you don't complete the form right, you'll never be a club coach. So first thing first, you need to express your interest. Second thing, you need to fill up the form and get the district director and the club go director to submit for you. Okay, so when you submit the forms, and what will you receive as a club coach? Number one, Toastmaster International right now, they'll just send you an email and direct you the resources where you can access. And on top of that, they'll send you a club coach pin. Okay, and if you don't know where to find the club coach material, you go to Toastmaster International website, go to the search function, just type in club coach and punch enter. The first one on the top right is club coach program. You got all the material inside there. Okay, so this is what you will receive as a club coach. And after you help the club achieve distinguished club or better, you'll receive the certificate of completion. And with the certificate of completion, right, it can help you to apply for your DTM award. Under the pathway to apply for DTM, one requirement, you can serve as a club coach or club mentor. Okay, so it can help you to apply for your DTM. And right now we are speaking to District 97 audience. Okay, and the question is, can we from District 102 District 80 be a club coach in District 97P?
And
Oh, Eric say can. Okay, why can?
because now we are online.
Okay, if this is a test question, right? You score 50%. Maybe Eric can help me. Eric from District 74.
Yes, you are allowed to become a club coach. I've been a club coach from South Africa for Saturday Toastmasters Club, and it was very far. So, and it depends also how committed you will be in the club and access to the club. Once you have access to that club, you can become a coach.
Okay,
and secondly, if the president of the club and the exco agree, that's another one.
Okay, okay. Number one, the club president have to agree. Okay, and the most important thing, you need to complete the forms. If you say I want, you then fill out the form. Only I want, thing doesn't happen. So you need to complete the form, and the district director have to approve, or CGD have to approve. Send to clubcoach@toastmaster.org and make it formalized. So you need to get the documentation done properly. Okay, this thing happened before. Can an appointed club coach be removed? And when can we remove the club coach? The answer is anytime. As long as the club president just need to send an email to clubcoach@toastmaster.org, say I would like to remove so and so as my club coach, they can be removed. Okay, that is question number 7. And question number 8, right? If after 2 years of hard work and the club didn't achieve distinguished club or better, can the club reappoint me as a club coach again? The answer is yes. But at this point in time, normally I suggest, right, if after trying 2 years, right, sometimes my recommendation is let other people to come and try and learn, rather than you try for another 2 years, 4 years, and if the club didn't achieve again, right, I think the club don't have a will to survive anymore. So give other people a chance to learn, because Toastmaster is one thing about Toastmaster, it offers this opportunity for us to learn. So I encourage, if after 2 years of trying, maybe you need to get some more other information from external to come and help out. Okay, what is the latest club coach incentive? On the 19th of August, Toastmaster International sent out this letter to district leaders and to club leaders, stating that this program year is with 2021-2022. If the club coach help the club, okay, appointed as a club coach and help the club, now they set 2 conditions. What are the 2 conditions? And people overlook these 2 important conditions. The first condition is the club need to have minimum 20 members. Okay, number 2, minimum 6 months. And remember, just now I mentioned, right, some in past few years, right, that when they have this double credit system, right, and some clubs, right, they just play paper. In the month of April dues, they pay the minimum, eligible to appoint club coach. After appointed, they just pay back the unpaid dues to make it back to 20. And they achieve so-called the distinguished club, and the member get the club coach credit. So this time around, after so many rounds, Toastmaster International apply these 2 conditions. Number 1, the club need to rebuild back to 20 members. Number 2, there's a minimum of 6-month period. Okay, when you achieve as a club coach, this one enable you to waive the district leadership services. So if you want to apply for DTO, besides serving as a club leaders, you need to serve as a club district leaders for 1 year. So by serving as a club coach, you waive the 1 year service as a district leader. So this is the latest incentive. And the last one is, if the district appoint club coach, can the club reject the appointment? The answer is yes. That's why just the question, the 3B, be likable. If the club don't like you, okay, even the district appoint you, the club president just need to send an email, so say sorry, we would like to remove this person as our club coach. So the club have every right to reject. So these are the 10 questions where you need to know about club coach program. And right now, come to the most exciting part after talking for 30 minutes. Okay, I get to know this person where last term as a RA, District 102 invited me to conduct some workshop sharing, and she happened to be the organizing chair. And interestingly, after so many encounter exchange, right, and she shared with me, right, her club coach experience. I said it would be good to invite her to come and share with the audience today, right, her experience, because you can always learn from other people's experience, because this is priceless. So with great honor and privilege, right, I'd like to invite Kan Fong Lan to share her club coach experience. Over to you, Fong Lan.
Right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for having me. It's a privilege, it's an honor. And again, I would like to say thank you very much to DTM for Kim Siong. All right, so this is a little bit about me. I started in Toastmasters in 1996. That was how young I was. And actually, I left. Only for 20 years later, I came back in 2016. And since then, I've been gearing up fast. I took up roles in club, in area, in division, and I also helped out in different capacity as the club sponsor, club mentor, and club coach. Yeah, this is the very latest one. So we're going to talk about this, my very first experience as club coach. Then Kim Siong asked me, what was the motivation? I could tell you would be the timing is right. It started off with this, a very blessed opportunity to take part in this public speaking workshop by this local council. We have this so-called one-day event for their local community. So I was one of the facilitator, and it just started off from here. The intention was to help out. And then later on, I said, one day public speaking is not good enough, you know. After that, it's gone. Why don't we take this opportunity to charter a club? And that time I was serving as the role of division director. Then from May, we worked it out until December. Only then we had this opportunity to do a demo meeting. Right, so look at the crowd. It was pretty awesome. We have almost the room filled to the brim. So everyone was happy. And the feedback was, not bad. Yeah, I think a Toastmasters club would be good. Right. And we started off our journey to collect the 20 members. But somehow, this is already end of 2019, and COVID hit us in Malaysia, March 2020. So things was not as good as what we wanted. And eventually, instead of starting a new club, we resorted to taking over an ailing corporate club and start a community club. We did some rebranding, and we started off with 3+7 and 2 club coaches. And that was when we have our very first online meeting on June 2020, and we have our YB to officiate the meeting. And the motivation, again, I say timing is right. And actually every time is the right timing. And every day is the right day, is a good day. So we transformed the corporate club to a community club, and we started with 3+7. and we brought in the 2 club coaches. And that was how I was in the picture. And from 10 along the way, we worked up to 17. Of course, when we went in, we had the idea that we want to achieve distinguished, and somehow miraculously we achieved president's distinguished. And the benefit will be, of course, we help the district to rescue an ailing club, and we started a so-called new club, not actually in the sense of according to the definition of TI, but it is some place, a good platform for our community to learn and benefit. And we have the platform for our people to learn to be communicator. In fact, if Anna is still around, Anna is a grandma. She is our very first member of Damansara Toastmasters Club, and she wanted to join Toastmasters Club because she wanted to learn and get prepared for her toast for her child's wedding. And actually, I saw Guat In, our president. I'm not too sure whether she's still around in the room. She started off with this as a treasurer. According to her, she was timid, very shy, very humble, but end up she always surprised us. And she took the opportunity to learn, very dedicated, very passionate in her learning. She attended all the club officers training, all 7 of them. And that's how we have our diligent communicator and leaders. And of course, the reflection would be, I got to learn to work with others. So that was when I stepped in. This was how it looked like, the one on the left with all the instruments. You have the bass, you have the violins, everything down there. I would put this as the analogy of all the roles. You have the president, you have the VPE, you have the VPM, and you have the table topics, all the meeting roles. But I would have this ambition, the one on the right. I wanted to turn them into this. And that the struggle would be that it's different in the sense of Damansara because all the members are new. They are all new club officers. And with the ambition that I want to turn them into this, at times I could be very directive and ambitious because I felt that if I do not let them know what to do, they would not know what to do. Even though I try, say I should not be doing all these things for them. I just let them do. But end up, they need that little bit of push and pull. That's why I said the context is slightly different. And a lot of time I will look at it, it's like raising a baby, but it's even more than that. You see, for baby, they would know when to crawl, when to stand up, and when to struggle to walk and run, and when to speak the first word. It comes naturally. It's just that you need to be patient and wait for that miracle to take place. But here, without telling them and showing them, you will not be able to do so. So that's why in my first year, I worked very hard to bring in external role players to help them, to demonstrate to them that for you to be a very good table topics master, this is how to go about it. If you want to be a very good general evaluator, this is how to go about it. But along the way, definitely I had my bumps here and there because they felt intimidated. They said, wow, they are so good. How could I do that? And the story was, it was a huge struggle here. Yeah. So that's why, even though I've completed my club coach program, I chose to stay on. This is my second year with them. And now we do things slightly different. I learned to listen to them, right? They say, no, Kang, despite all the good effort, but we felt intimidated. We want to have a platform to trial out first, to rehearse first. That's why starting this term, we had something like a meeting, which we closed it to only to members, where they could do their roles a little bit on a more relaxed mode, not fearful to make mistakes. It's okay to trial and make an error. So we had started that. Hopefully it will be slowly building up the confidence of our members. And my aim would be at the end of this second term, I would be able to totally take my hands off from this baby that I'm handling. All right. So if I were to ask again, will I be the club coach again? Yes. Yes. But I tell you, it's definitely not an easy journey. It's challenging. It's demanding. It takes a lot of work, teamwork, negotiation, planning. And of course, the ultimate benefit will be learning is ongoing for myself as well as for others. Thank you very much. Back to you, Toastmaster, our distinguished Toastmaster Kim Siong.
Thank you, Fong Luan. Next, after hearing club coach experience, right, I invited someone who helped a club rebuild from struggling club to a successful club. And this person, I get to know her. In fact, yesterday we have breakfast together. And I get to know this person long time in 2006 in KL Convention, I think so. Then he said, oh, he turned back in the Palace of Golden Horse. He turned back, who is this? 2002 in District 51 Convention. Then she turned and looked at me and said, who is this young guy running here and there? Because he also just joined. I was also relatively young in Toastmaster then. And over the years, we built good friendship. And today I invited her to come and share with everybody on the rebuilding experience. Let's put our hand to welcome Distinguished Toastmaster Yang Peng. Over to you, Yang Peng.
Thank you. District Director 97 and past Regional Advisor, Kim Siong DTM, and all the past and present district officers and those who are very keen to attend to learn more today. In fact, I'm put to be a last speaker. It looks like the last is always the best. Agree? Okay. Let me do something. Right? All right. So here we are. I'm sharing you my PowerPoint. I have 20 slides, so hopefully I can finish in 15 minutes, because seriously, rebuilding is really a long story to tell. But if I were to do it in 15 minutes, definitely it's never enough. So for Kim Siong, I'm sorry that next time you must give me 1 hour. All right. So here we are. Now there's always things like why we want to do that, why the club need to be rebuilt. Why do you want to go and spend your time rebuilding the club? There's always a reason. And I think Kim Siong has mentioned a few things that you want to restore, you want to rebuilding a club because you want them to survive. In fact, what we want to learn today is how we're going to do that, right? So Lance Miller, our world champion of 2005, mentioned this. Why a club fail? There are 3 important things that he mentioned. No one owned the club. Everybody don't want the responsibility because they just want to leave. They find that the club just couldn't survive. They just want to go away. So some of the club even say, let's suspend it and close it. That's it, right? So someone must come in to do something about it, to own back the club, right? And no one promoting it. If nobody promoting the club, there's no member, right? The third one is about the club doesn't follow the Toastmaster program. Somehow this relates to the VPE. If you were to see closely, who is the number 1, who is number 2? Now I will leave it to you. Important here that we always want to say we promote the club, promote the club, promote the club. Is that good enough? Is the public relation good enough to do that? To me, the VP membership is the most important part of the club. If no member, the club will not survive, right? The club must have at least 8 members in order to continue for the new term. So again, you want the Distinguished Club program, be part of Distinguished Club for club coach, you know that membership is the most important one. So if you don't have the A club coach, how I'm going to do? You rely on the VPM. But VPM, if you are not doing the right thing, you'll fail. Now, I always love to share this slide. This is the best that I always show it in most of my workshop. Now, these are the journey. I'm not like Fong Luan that left the club, left the Toastmaster movement and come back 20 years later. In fact, I was there for 22 years and never stopped and continue to serve. And do you notice that the one that with the highlight of red color, these are the position that I love the most, VPM. No VPM, no members, the club will not survive. That's why when I was a district director, my motto of my district was make members matter. So VPM. So as a BPM, what can you do to help the club? You don't have a club coach. But here we are. Of course, I'm going to share with you a few of the example here. Now, that's the one, right? I'm going to show you these few examples, but because of time constraint, I can only focus on two of the most important example, which is Radin Mas when I was area director, and New Millennium Advanced Toastmasters Club when I left as a division director, governor. These are the two important things that I want to mention. Of course, some I will just touch on it. Now let's start with my personal view first. Just now we said that the person has to be likable. You want to be a club coach. Again, if you want to review a club, you want to join the club to help them, you have to be likable. So I'm very glad that we have a newsletter from my home club earlier, which is Sky Media. This is already the fifth issue of the club, where I was chosen to be Area Toastmaster of the Year, not Area Governor of the Year, Area Toastmaster of the Year. And they mentioned this very important thing is that I display excellent leadership quality to encourage, energize, engineer the progress and success of the members of Sky Media. With example, dedicate Sky Media have reached greater height in their education escalation. At the same time, they have displayed, notice that they have displayed a wonderful dedication to service for their fellow Toastmasters. So a club to be successful, a team is important, like we were started talking about that. So when I was appointed as area director, area governor, last time we called area governor, the first club officers training that I attended, one of my club, only one club president attended the club officers training. I got a shock because it never in my life that a club can be so weak that only one club president attended the club officer training. Anyway, that time I was only a Toastmaster for about 3-4 years. And we have started the first meeting when I attended, and we noticed that only 2 of the members attended the club meeting, and the rest are all from others. That was in July 2003, the first meeting of the term. Now, immediately we called for action because I was an area governor. I cannot let my club die, right? I have 4 clubs. Right? So Radin Mas is one of my clubs. I cannot let it die. So what we did here, I became their member. Not only that, I think I see Jackson Chua here. He's a S4 area governor. He joined the club because he says he stayed around Radin Mas, which is actually a constitution. Now, we have a very first action to do is to have an ESCO meeting. Here we are. The first ESCO meeting was held on September. The term just started for 2 months. First thing, we appoint the club advisor. We appoint the club coach. We have new ESCO officer because the whole officer only left with 2, which is Roger and Rika was there. Everybody was disappeared. Don't know where they are. So we have to come in as ESCO officer. So we appointed new ESCO officer, and of course I became a VP, actually VPE, but Jackson preferred to be a VPM, right? And then we have membership recruitment, and Roger is a club president back then, and he has a heart to rebuild the club. So he has some of the proposal what we're going to do, and then we talk about membership deals, we talk about upcoming program, we talk about joint meeting. The most successful action that we did is to bring another advanced club, join Radin Mas, and we have a good meeting. When you see the vibrant of the meeting being proceed, people will join. And we are very lucky that we have an advanced club who join us meeting for everything. And also the 2 club coaches was also from advanced club, and they want to be a DTM. Yeah, we saw win-win situation, right? And we have immediate action of taking ESCO meeting, right? We have open house. We have done the open house. If you ask, you can see that Jackson is actually the one that designing the flyer. We also run speech club. In fact, we did 3 speech clubs in order to rebuild the club for the term. And you notice that the two side by side, the speech club poster are quite the same. One is from Chua Chu Kang, which was belonged to Po Kim Siong. And the sample was taken from their speech club coordinator. I took the sample and I changed it to Radima. So there's a lot of good things that we can learn from. We cannot just everything do alone, because for me, speech club, in fact, is a new thing to me. So I just have to read what happened to the other club, successful club, and bring them into the Radimas. Now, another thing is that because of my IT skill, let me show you something. I created a website for the club. And this is a very primitive design. In fact, it's very old-fashioned type of design. Nowadays, you can't see this kind of old design. But it works for that time. You know, we have about us, we have thought about members, we also have about all the programs that we plan. We have speech club session, and every of the meeting, you see 2003, 2004, has been continued to 2005. And all the way to 2007, that was the time that I left the club because it's already stabilized. So I left the club, and that website stopped from there. No one continued from there. So it's important that an social media is important. This day we use Facebook, right? We can use Facebook, you can use Insta to promote your club. There's no issue, but a website is important that because it's well organized. All right. Now back to the program. Perhaps you can see also, this is what happened 10 years after we rebuilt the club. We have a 10th anniversary.
Today marks the milestone for Radima's Toastmasters Club. We are celebrating our 10th anniversary. Radima's Toastmasters Club was established in the year 2000 to promote public speaking, leadership, and communication skills within the Radima's localities. Today, our members have come all over the island. They are drawn by our club motto, learn by having fun. We have become stronger than ever after weathering and overcoming challenges and obstacles over the last 10 years. Our past president, together with the ESCO members, have worked hard during this year with a positive intention to instill new and innovative ideas to further enhance our living standard. And the result was crystal clear.
Success is a matter of choice. It's not a matter of chance. They need help to rescue the club. And we send in Mac Mama, Yiang Ling, Ling Deska, David Chi to come to assist the club. And today, you realize that Radima's Toastmasters Club is one of the clubs have reached select distinguished club status. And with a membership strength of 27. If you look at the record, total number of new members recruited this year is 13. 13.
Of the 10, we have the Charter President, Tyler Salvin. For Pioneer.
Father.
We also have the second and the fourth Radimas. Why was the club able to survive despite all the turbulences? In my opinion, it was the drive and determination of the club officers which saved the club.
If it is radiation,
So can y'all give me a big round of applause? Right, thank you very much. In fact, this is certainly a very, very happy and really deserve the celebration after all the hard work of all the club officers. Now, they have never mentioned about club coach. It's all about teamwork, about all the people who work together to make it happen. Well, of course, our two club coaches initially working with me, they have received their DTM status after that. Oh, it looks like my time is up. So if you want me to share one more example.
I think we can come back later.
Okay, we'll come back later. Okay, because the next thing I want to share is about the club that we use a membership drive in order to make it happen. I will just quickly show this. Let me see. Looks like now my mouse doesn't work. It's just telling me to stop. All right, so I shall start from here. Perhaps I will send the material to our district director, and then they might be able to share with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for sharing. Thank you.
Thank you, Yang Ping. Before we go for the break, right, I'd like to invite you to take a piece of paper, a pen, and draw a shape of wheel. You know tire? Draw a tire, the shape of a tire. The shape of a tire. You know, car got tire, bicycle got wheel. Draw a shape of. Okay, after you finish, right? Don't try to copy one another. You cannot copy at all. So when you finish,
fire, F-I-R-E.
No. W-H-E-E-L.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So,
okay. So when you finish, right? Okay, don't try to copy one another. Okay, when you finish, right? Show us how is your wheel look like. My one is, can see. My one is a circle, right? Okay, how about yours? Okay. Arisa is circle. Okay, Jack is also in round shape. How about Fong Run? Okay, Nuch also in circle. Okay, okay. The reason why I asked you to do this little exercise, right? Because just now Yang Ping show the two spacecraft material, the flyer, right? District 102 CGD commented. In fact, that is a very important lesson in Toastmaster, where you don't need to reinvent the wheel. If you think that this thing it works right, you just need to make the tire better. And sometimes, right, many Toastmasters, they went through trial and error. By the time, right, they right, too late, your term over. And in fact, about 9 September, right, my club, Choa Chu Kang Toastmaster Club, where he commented Choa Chu Kang, it's not Choa Chu Kang, mine is Choa Chu Kang. Why Choa Chu Kang? Because Chu Kang, right, is a village. It's a river. And in the past, right, all the Chua, surname Chua, right, staying there. That's why it's called Choa Chu Kang. And last night, right, we have, together with Yio Chu Kang Toastmaster, we have mid-autumn celebration. Because that side, right, last time is stayed by those surnames stay with Yo. So if Lim Chu Kang, right, is those who say in Lim person. Okay, majority is Lim, surname Lim. So too bad, Choa Chu Kang, the poor family don't stay there. That's why Maya is Choa Chu Kang. Okay, the exciting part is we just celebrated 26th anniversary. So every now and then, right, find ways to celebrate your club success, the special date, because you keep the club together. Okay, before we go for a break, right, can you turn on your camera? Because in any of my training, right, I always mention to members, right, take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints. Take nothing, but pictures. Leave nothing but footprints. It's very, very important because these are all the collective moment and collective memories, right? Where we travel together. And when Yang Ping saw the 10th anniversary video, in fact, this is the first time I saw this video. I didn't know that I'm giving a speech inside a video.
Hey, you look so young, right?
Oh, I look so young. Okay, forever young. Okay, we will take the first photo. Okay, in order to thank all the facilitator and District 97P for organizing this workshop, we will give them all the heart. Okay, we'll take the first picture. Okay. Okay. Done. Okay. We will go for a. Okay, we need to do some stretch and we go for a 5 minutes break and come back in 5 minutes time. Welcome back. Welcome back. Is everybody back? You can unmute yourself and say something.
We are back.
You're back. Okay. Please turn on your camera because this is a very important segment called Ask Us Anything. And to make this session successful, right, interaction between the facilitator and the audience is very, very important. Eric, are you back, Eric? Janet, are you around? Janet?
I'm back.
Oh, you're
I'm
back. Please turn on your camera. We need your energy.
Thank you.
Okay. I give you a test question first. This is because normally when I come to ask anything, our first question nobody will dare to ask. So I'll ask you the first question. Okay, do you know why I invite two lady speakers to join me in this session? If you get the correct answer right, I will send you a special pin from Toastmaster International. Collectible item you cannot find from a catalog item. I promise. Okay. Do you know why I invited two ladies to come to share this session together with me?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Let me try.
Okay. Let's hear from Eric.
I'll try it. I'll try the South African way. I'll try the South African way. You know, I always say two is better than one. So you have two powerful plus one guy, which is fair. You're a democratic person. That's number one. Number two, you show that ladies can do it to the smallest detail. They can do it well. And then in South Africa, we say, you touch a woman, you touch a rock. So that means a woman is a very strong rock. So in Toastmasters, you have brought a concept to Toastmasters of being a rock.
Okay, Eric, good try. It's not the answer I'm looking for. Let's hear from Tanu, our past district director. Tanu.
Thank you. Can I share my idea about this? Yes, I really think that why past ID Lo Kim Siong brought us two ladies. Number one, I think he want to use a sandwich technique that is very powerful in our evaluation. And the second thing, I believe that ladies are most likely to be a better coach than gentlemen. I believe so. Thank you.
Okay, that is not the answer I'm looking for. Good attempt. Okay, let's hear from Lana. We got South Africa, we got Thailand, we got Malaysia.
Right. I didn't catch your question, but is it about inviting the two ladies to present?
Together. Why?
Well, I believe that they are very thorough and they use a lot of empathy when they are club coaches. I would say that they appeal to what is a real case and they're very passionate about it. So I enjoy listening to ladies when they explain. And me, especially, I love listening to them. So maybe that's why you brought them, because you also enjoy bringing them in to listen to them.
Okay, Lana, not the answer I'm looking for. Let's hear from Jack. And yes, it's you. Yes. How to pronounce?
Okay, let me unmute. Maybe, just a guess, you're bringing in the two ladies because they are like a mother. Like a mother. They are a real coach and they are, how to call it? The light of a family.
Okay, Jack, which country are you from?
I'm from the Philippines, but I'm with Naresuan University Toastmasters Club. Okay. So we just established our club just last month.
Okay, we got Philippines, we got Malaysia, we got South Africa, we got Thailand. Let's hear from Doreen from Singapore, the final one. Then I will review why do I invited them to share these sessions together. Doreen.
Is it because the ladies are more likable to be coaches and they can interact with people, and usually males would like to listen more to the ladies when they share their actual experience.
Okay.
And the way they share it is very touching with real statistics and facts.
Oh, okay. Okay, the real answer, right? Because remember recently I did a few workshops for District 102. So in any of the training sessions, right, I will send out, I will normally ask 3 questions. First questions, right, what you like about my presentation? What idea do you gather? The second question is, any area for improvement? How can I improve? And the third question I normally ask is, if you are going to do the similar workshop, right, how different will you do it differently? So recently, the one of feedback one member gave to me is, he said, Kim Siong, you need to learn how to vary your vocal variety. So if you don't vary your vocal variety, right, after a long durations, right, you cannot capture the audience. So I said, in the short time, right, last week and now, right, it's too difficult, too challenging to change my vocal variety. I said the best way is to invite 2 lady Toastmasters, right, to join the sessions, right. Then my audience, right, have a feel of different kind of vocal variety. So, okay, so you all didn't get the answer, so I saved my pin for next workshop. Okay, now come back to the, so are you happy with the answer, Eric? Okay, so now we open for any question pertaining to just now our presentation, where anything you would like to find out more, or and if you want to ask now the floor. Oh, Lana, you can use the raise hand function and unmute yourself and ask the question. Lana.
Yes, thank you very much for today's session. I would like to ask the question that we, as a coach, you may have a lot to do whereby you may have a danger of overtaking the roles. Rather than doing a nice handover, you end up, I would say, almost buffering everything, and you may be overtaking the whole role. So is there a danger in that?
Okay, you see, as a leader, as a facilitator, right, let's direct this question to Fong Ron. Over to you, Fong Ron.
All right, thank you very much for the question, Lana. Definitely, that was what I was encountering, because like what I say, the club that I'm associated with, all of the members are new. They are entirely new to Toastmasters, and of course, with that, they're also new club officers. So at the same time, they got to learn to be member, playing roles in a meeting. They got to be working on their educational pathways, do speeches, how to construct speech, how to present it. And then on top of that, they got to be learning how to be club officers. As president, I got to do my presiding officer speech. As a VPE, I got to do the agenda, invite role players. So to all of them, they're entirely new. And because of that, I could be in a way quite directive, quite authoritative, my approach, because I felt that at certain times, I say to myself, I couldn't be doing all this to myself. They need to learn. But the strange thing is I have this challenge, because when I was raising my child, I know that I would with them for life, many, many more years to come. So I would have the time to wait for things to turn out to be. But for a club coach, I had a plan that I want to complete everything within 1 year. So I have my target that I need to achieve. So I work closely with my club coach, in the sense that because I was the immediate past division director when I took over. So I actually rope in a club coach that I can work with. That's very important also, because you would not want to have club coach A and coach B come in and then they could not work together, and then somehow you got to work with the club. So I make sure I have a good buddy, and because at the same time I'm also helping out another club. So I have this very good buddy with me that when I'm away, she could back me up. And then actually, to tell you the fact, a lot of things we are helping the members to do. no choice because we got to demonstrate to them, because like what I say, for babies, they know at this time I need to crawl. You don't have to demonstrate to them how to crawl. You know, somehow they will just learn to crawl by themselves. But in club setting, you can't be telling them, okay, you go and learn how to be a table topics master. Yeah, they need to see how that is being done. So that's why I brought in a lot of external role players. But I'm doing slowly away of this very strong hand holding in my second year. That's why even I've completed, I could not just leave them. I think if the moment I leave them, the things will just crumble. So I have to stay back, and it's my own choice. And actually, technology works well in this sense, because even though physically I'm staying quite far away with the club that I'm helping, but the online setting let me make it happen. And now we are also bringing in quite a diverse range of members, because I realize for younger members, you tell them, yes, they will know. They'll go Google and search YouTube video and do it. But for some senior members, they need a little bit of encouragement, say, you can do it. You know, you are wise, you have a lot of wisdom with you. You might not do it to the way that people have been doing it, but you have your own way of doing it. So they need a little bit of encouragement, persuasion, and maybe some push and pull. Yeah, so I think it's quite contextual. Even different members also, their approach could be different.
Thank you.
That's my take. Thank you.
Thank you. Yang Ping, want to add anything? Yang Ping, do you want to add any point?
Well, somehow I do see some situation that happened this way. I was lucky that the club that I trying to rebuild, the club president was around, and she's very passionate to rebuild the club. And because I brought in 2 club coaches, that time I was area governor, 2 club coaches, they are not the management people. They speak very well, but they cannot take over like Fong what she's doing. So I was area governor, and because I run business, that's how you heard. So I manage the club and bring them all together. I see their strength, I bring them work. So take example, like in the speech club, we have some of the special talk, like how to do your icebreaker, how to introduce a Toastmaster. I bring them all this expertise from club coach themselves. Also, because it was a joint meeting, the 2 club coaches was from the advanced club. They bring in their members and to hold those of the important position. So when we recruit members, we start bringing them the members to slowly build them. That's why you notice that I was with the club for almost 4 or 5 years before I released, because after I seen the club has been building a leaders. In fact, the club later even created a few of the area governor, and they're so strong that I think it's time for me to leave. So I would say that this is where I feel very fortunate that we are able to bring in new members. We create more leaders for the club, and we are able to let go. So that is actually a whole long process to me.
Thank you, Yang Ping. Personally, I feel that sometimes, right, being coached, right, sometimes we hold too tight. And we worry that, oh, if we don't hold too tight, the thing will just fall apart. I rest assure you, okay, sometimes when you let go, right, the club can perform better. And the most important thing as club coach, right, we must know our roles and responsibility. Our duty is there to coach the club, okay, to achieve the 2R. The 2R is rebuilding to the membership strength and restoring the club quality meeting. So, and you recall just now, right, I mentioned, right, in the soccer game, right, the coach will never say, oh, since today the striker is not scoring, right, let me put on my boots and go and score the goal. No. So we always encounter all this problem is club coach end up take out everything. Since you don't know how to do, I do everything for you. That is not a duty of club coach. Your duty is there to provide them the direction, to get them. Why we have both side of hand, right, is to get them, just in case they fall out the parameter, you just push them back a bit, make sure they are on the same track of Toastmaster International. So we cannot hold too tight. And if we hold too tight, right, then the club exco will say, oh, How come everything he want to control and you want to change everything for us? Because every club have their own culture. That's why the most important thing, right? You need to be likable. You need to understand your roles and responsibility. If everything you do, then the club member just say, since you want to do, let you do lah. We just say.
Can I share something?
Okay, Anna, yes.
Yeah, because the main thing is our club is really, all of us are really new. We do not know what should be done.
Correct.
And actually, Miss Kang is really the right person, or we are very fortunate to have her because she set the culture. She's a very likable character. And then, you know, when we, all the 7 of us together, all the 7 of us, when we talk in the WhatsApp, we are like quarreling, you know, because we do not know each other as well. And everybody want to have their opinion taken up. And I think Miss Kang must have gone through, probably tears also come out, you know, how to manage these few babies. There's 7 babies, all newborn babies, and all don't know each other, all from different mothers and fathers. I really don't know how she managed us, but after that, she managed to, you know, to create that kind of level of love in between among the 7 of us. I really admire her. Yeah. And truly, someone say likable character as a coach is important, which is really very true. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Anna. I think Jack, you got
thank you very much, Ms. Kang.
Jack, you got questions? That's not a raise hand.
Oh yeah. I raised my hand a while ago because we discussed about the club coach program here. But I would like to ask also, and we discussed, by the way, how to apply to be a club coach, to be part of the club coach program. But I would like to ask also, is there a way, or what are the process for a club to apply or to ask for a club coach?
Okay, the similar form, you fill out the details, send to the district director and CGD, say these are the person we like to, but the person cannot be your club member. This person cannot be your club members before they appoint as a club coach. But if after appointing as a club coach, they say, oh, this is the kind of environment I want, I would like to be part of your member, he is always welcome to join your club. So before the person being appointed as a club coach, right, this person cannot be your members, number 1. Number 2, right, the membership strength must fall below 12 and it's not suspended. And fill up the form and send to the district director, say, oh, this is a person my club would like to appoint as a club coach, and the district director or CGD will send in to Toastmaster, the club coach at Toastmaster for appointment. So number 1, if you are willing to appoint someone, you can approach the person. So it always takes 2 hands to clap. Okay, Tanu. Over to you, Tanu.
Thank you. Yes, for this question, may I add for Ajahn Jack, because Naresuan University is a brand new club of District 97. So your club is not qualified to have a club coach because your membership is more than 20 members. And you already have club mentors, 2 new club mentors. So make use of them. And one of them is myself. Make use of me and Brian. So don't worry. Just make use of us, Brian and me. Any question, any help, let us know. Yes.
The more the merrier.
Thank you. The most important thing is when you need any help, any assistance, right? Like for example, when in Toastmaster, when I don't know any questions, if you cannot get it from internally, I will get it from externally. I'll send to Toastmaster contacts which I have overseas to get ideas. So and with technology, there's no restrictions where you can ask for help. As long as if you just like a little baby elephant drop in the well, and as long as you cry for help, there's many people want to help one. But if you keep silent, you'll drown. Okay. So next questions. Eric, do you have any questions? Your thoughts?
Yeah, there's something. I've coached a lot of clubs. I've coached over 7 clubs. But there's what we call the exco. The exco, when they make decisions, I want to find out from you, because that question I've never asked to anyone is, if the exco have a meeting, an exco meeting, and they don't want the club coach to attend the exco meeting, what do you do?
Okay, excellent question. Okay, if today, Nuch is a district director, or Tanu is a past district director, I'm the PID. And if your club have an exco meeting, and I say, oh, Eric, I'm the past regional advisor and past international director and also past district governor, I want to attend your club exco meeting. Can I do so? The answer is no. Similarly, right, club coach, right, is there to help out. You cannot demand. The invitation is from the club exco. You cannot say, oh, I'm now your club coach. I got every right to attend your exco meeting. There's no such right inside the appointment letter. So that's why just now we mentioned, right, the 3 factors, the 3B. Number 1, be knowledgeable. Number 2, be relevant. Number 3, be likable. Okay. And if you just imagine, right, if your club exco like you so much and like to tap on your knowledge, and they know that all your information is up to date, not those outdated materials, do you think that they'll tap on your expertise? Definitely they'll invite you, okay, would you mind come and sit in, and we'd like to tap on your experience. We have encountered many challenges, many senior Toastmasters after they got their DTM, when they involved as a judge, as a contest chief judge. Sometimes, right, they didn't update their software. They didn't update their hardware also. Their hardware and software, right, is all outdated one. They didn't update. They still think about, oh, I thought the speech contest rulebook consists of one big booklet, one small booklet, the era, and the computer is 486. They didn't update the software. So I strongly encourage leaders, right, what you need to do is stay updated with the relevant information and stay updated with the changes. Like for example, okay, our Toastmaster International Conventions, right, next year, right, will be a hybrid convention. Then you just imagine if your information is never updated. Oh, next year we are going to have a convention, but it's a hybrid convention, and you have to stay updated with all this information. And there's many rules change, update of the protocol policy. So you need to stay updated. And the most important thing as speakers, as leaders, right, one of the skills I'm still learning, right, how to be likable. It's tough. And there's this theory, 80-20, as RA, right, I also share with members, right, after so many years of Toastmaster, I have been Toastmaster for the last 28 years. Okay. And I totally subscribe on this 80-20 rules. No matter what you did for members, right? Okay, 80% were happy with you, 20%, right? They'll say they'll throw a stone at you. And if you get yourself upset, right, of this 20%, right, you miss the point. The most important thing is consistently, 80% of them is happy with your service. In fact, you are doing a great job. So never because of the 20% don't like you, that, oh, is it, oh, this is the end over. And I always share this 20%, right, in fact, offer you this opportunity of growth to make you stronger, make you better. So you cannot demand, say, I want to attend an exco meeting. Never. Even district director, even Toastmaster International President, right, cannot say, oh, today, Eric, your club have a exco meeting. As international president, I demand to attend. No such thing. They cannot demand, because it is inside the club constitutions. Okay, it's inside there. And if the club got any dispute, right, district cannot go and handle. without the directive of Toastmasters International. So there's many things where as leaders, we need to really study and read. That's why I always mentioned a leader is a reader. Eric, got another question or what?
Yes. I've
Tough
got
question
another
we cannot answer like today. Too tough we cannot answer.
Here's something. Now and then you are a club coach and your term is about to finish, maybe the 30th of June. But you have done all the groundwork, difficult, hard, and then like 3 weeks before June finish, the club president decides they don't want you anymore. How does district solve that problem? Because maybe the club needs only one member. You have helped the club from 3 members to 17 members or 17 members. You need only one member. And the club president and exco, they are tired of you now. They said, no, let's fire him. What is the solution? How do you solve such a problem?
Okay. Fong Luan, you want to answer this question? Motherly can provide motherly advice.
That was an interesting scenario, BTM Eric. Should it had happened, then it's really pitiful because you have put in all the hard work, and I'm just wondering if you have managed to be likable, to stay relevant, to be very helpful and supportive until that few final moments. Why on earth that they want to remove a club coach? Right? I mean, wouldn't they be grateful, be gratitude to have you, and they want more of you instead of expelling you from the club? So if that's the case, I would, my personal opinion would be looking at the club coach himself or herself. Yeah. And I think that's why when we work together, the expectation got to be set there and to have some very open communication, right? At any juncture that they do not like you, you have gone overboard, stepped on their toes, I think you got the right to be informed, right? They should have the courtesy to say something to you rather than they just write to TI and say, okay, I'm going to remove Eric without you knowing that. And until only then you receive the official letter from TI. So I think that is probably one thing that we need to take note. The moment we venture into this journey with them, we want to set the expectation right, and how we want to communicate with each other. Of course, when we have challenges, things are going to be difficult, and you're going to have angry moments, sour moments, and how are we going to deal with that? I think that's very crucial to address upfront. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eric. Okay, Fong Luan. Okay, Eric. In fact, this happened in District 80 before. It happened before. It's not not like you only the last week where one last member you say remove. It happened by one of the area director appoint as a club coach, and she's longing to appoint as a club coach because this is the last requirement to finish her DTM. And she have been waiting for this appointment so long, and she got the appointment, a confirmation letter from Toastmasters International, said she is a club coach. And I went to the website and checked, appointment done, confirmed. So I give her this area director a call. I said, congratulations, you have been appointed as club coach and you are one step closer to your DTM. And guess what? The next week, the club president wrote into Toastmasters International, club coach at toastmasters.org, remove her as club coach. Wow. I said, what happened? And she talked over the phone and complained. I said, what happened? I have serviced the club. I tried to help the club and without even have a courtesy to tell her and just send an email. When we joined Toastmasters, we learned this thing called communication and leadership. And even you want to remove so and so, right? I think it's good to sit down and have open communication and talk it out. And if you are the so-called person who suffer this kind of last minute removal as club coach, right? My advice to you is early morning, go to a park. Okay, really go to a park. If your park, right, got flower, got birds, okay, got water, do some meditation and clear your mind and tell yourself it is okay. There's many people out there I can help, and just move on. Don't because of this one small incident and say, oh, I will never be a club coach. And use this as a personal experience where you build to make you stronger, to make you better. So you never know. These are all the experience you accumulate. And and over the years, you have funny kind of incidents. But when you overcome it, few years later, when you look back, it's a ha. In fact, how come this sort of thing happened? And this is part of your learning experience you build up over time. Okay, Tanu, last question. Tanu, yeah.
Thank you very much for allowing me to ask this question. I have two questions in one.
Okay.
Number one is, can any member become a club coach without appointment? I mean, without a title. And number two, I have an issue now. I am afraid about one club in the north of Thailand, Chiang Rai Toastmasters Club, which belong to, I mean, we helped setting up this club 2 years ago. And this time, I think very crucial for Chiang Rai because they don't like to be online at all. I try many times. Maybe I'm not likable enough to convince them to be having meeting online. But I think they need a club coach now. And I think our district leaders are aware of that already. But how we save Chiang Rai Toastmaster as a showcase, that is my concern. So two questions, please. Number one, can anyone be a club coach without a title? Number two, how can we save Chiang Rai Toastmaster? Thank you very much.
Yang Ping already unmute herself already. I think Yang Ping already have the answer. Over to you, Yang Ping.
Yes, just now I quoted one example. In fact, I have more example that without the club coach, we can still rebuild the club. We can still bring them to life. So it is that how you plan, how you manage, and how you work with the people that are willing to work with you. So that is how we get the result. Because after all, if the title is not important, so why do we still insist on that? So at the ultimate, we want to look at is the success of the club. So to me, where club coach are not, to me, it's not important. But what I want to do is to see the club alive and still continue running their own thing. So it's actually the building of bonding with the club. Take example that I volunteer myself to be BPM, volunteer myself with BPE the next following term. So because once I recruit members, the members need to continue with their education program, right? So I actually, usually after I do a VPM, I'll be the VPE because this is where I plan program for them so that they can enhance themselves, they can build their confidence and they become a future leader for the club. So that's how we work. Yeah. Yes. That's why actually I really curious, I really wanting to share with you my membership program. I don't know whether we have time. I just want to show you a work process that I have done it for that. Do you like to see? In fact, this is where we encourage members to bring members. It is part of VPM where we used to do, but club coach can also use the same kind of program when you become one of them, right?
Maybe before you share, let me add to this question.
Yeah, we have 15 minutes, right? Okay.
The most important thing is if you don't need a title to lead, right, you can do anything. And sometimes because of all this title, you say, oh, I must have title, then I can lead. There's no such thing. And Toastmaster, right, that train you, right, whatever skill, whatever knowledge you gain, right. And recently I heard this powerful statement: the ability to give is a gift by itself. And if I'm able to give, in fact, ultimately, the more you give, the one who really benefit, right, is none other yourself. And over the years, I help to organize different events, different workshops, conduct different workshops. Like when your DD Nuch invite me to say, can you come and conduct this club coach program? I have not replied her yes or no, right? She said, I already designed this poster for you. Can I share this poster in our social media? Okay. When the opportunity present, and it allowed me to have more time to understand the whole thing, to read through, to understand. So in fact, after conducting this workshop, right, I can say if today there's a test on club coach, right, easily I can score 90% to 95% because I read everything. Okay, I think Yang Pei want to share the thing. Eric have a question. Final question for you want to Eric, you ask the question first, then
yeah. Okay, thank you. I have a very big question following up on DTM Tanu's question. The Shanghai Club and COVID-19 and the club coach, it's like water, oil, and I don't know what. Because if you have to apply the principle of likability in COVID and online, and especially like us now, the club is new, and then the area director is new, the club coach is new, and the club does not meet at all. They don't come online at all. So where does likability come in? Where does it come in? Because the people, the moment you contact them, they will tell you, no, no, no. It's a decision made by the EXCO that the club is not going to meet. And we can see the club is going to die. And then at the same time, we can see that they need help because they are new. But likability, because they don't meet. So it's easy to say no and they just switch off everything and then forget. So how do we solve this one because of COVID and likability? How does likability go together with COVID?
Okay, Eric, that is an excellent question. And if you recall back just all the elephant case, right, the baby elephants, right, drop inside the well, right? And if the baby elephant, okay, don't have the will to survive, no matter what help the excavator send in, all the crowds cheering for them, right, it will just die. Okay, in Singapore, there's one club called Brother High Advance. The whole club, Brother High Toastmaster Club, the whole club left one member, left one single member. Okay, and at that point in time, there's no such thing called club coach program. Left one member, and this member said, "Oh, he will fight to keep the club. He will fight to keep the club." He said, "Very simple. What you need to do is we have a full house event." So he contacted many members. He said, "Come, my club got speaking slot, and we open for you to come and do your speeches, and provided you bring your own evaluators." So in all his meeting, right, is full with at least 20 to 25 members. And when guests came, they said, "Wow, this club is full of energy, full of excitement." They didn't check with their "Hey, are you from this club?" Nobody checked that, but they feel the excitement of the club. So the key question is the experience we want to create for the members or guests. And this club, after from one member, they built to another club and advanced club. Total 3 clubs. Just with one member say, he will rebuild this club again. So if the club, okay, in Chiang Rai say, I hate this online meeting, he's right. He's right. If he hate online meeting and he's not forthcoming to come forward, but guess what? Online communication will be here to stay. Even without COVID, online communication will be here to stay. It's the same thing when I become a regional advisor. In fact, I want to go to Paris. I want to attend international conventions. But I end up 15 months in this small little box. And what the skill I pick up, I pick up on online communications. Is if you see this as an opportunity to enhance your skills, definitely. If they choose, oh, I shut down everything, the online meeting is not for me, they are right. It's their choice. If they really want to close the club, that's why last time I joked with some of the CGD. In fact, now we should gather all those clubs want to close. We have a farewell party with them. Give them a big send off to thank them for contributing to Toastmaster International. And sometimes because we hold too tight, we dare not want to give up, let go, and in fact, you never grow. If the club really want to go, it's your choice. As club coach, as district leader, we are here only to provide the certain degree of motivation, but ultimately, club decide the direction. So I hope I answer the question. If you need to let go, by all means, let go. Don't be because of all this. Make yourself so fed up. Say, oh, I try to help them. My advice to you: early morning, go to park, see the bird flying. See the changing of.
Plant the longan.
Plant the longan. Make you happy. Send the longan to Singapore. Okay, last question from Nuch.
I have two questions in the chat box. One from Lana say, if the club coach wanted to join as a member, what's the time limit after they become the club coach? And the second question from Chui Ling say, can the club coach reapply again?
You can reapply. Okay, when can you join as a member? Once you get confirmation from Toastmaster International, right, immediately you can join the club. Okay, immediately you can join the club as a club member. But if you join the club before you get an appointment, right, you cannot apply as a club. Okay, the last part, right? After today, we hear the theory part, we hear the practical part. What is the next thing? The next thing is to apply. I think Yang Ping got something to share. I let Yang Ping to share because
I think it's okay lah. It's because this is just a method of how we run members drive.
Okay.
I mean, those who are interested can still contact me. Yeah.
And
yes. Okay. One good example here is that when I was appointed as the Toa Payoh Advanced Toastmasters Club president, my past president told me that, Yang Ping, you take over as president and help me to close the club. That was the instruction. And in fact, now the club is running very well because I never give up. Because if the club members have the will to continue the club, they can still continue, they still pay until right time they can come back again. Because I think this COVID will sure one day will end. So no worry, and as long as they have determined to keep the club. That's my take. Yeah.
Okay. The next step is whatever knowledge you gained today, this afternoon, and the experience, the question we provide, the answer we provide for you, and you just need to apply the whole process. And I would like to share this last video with you, and I found it very inspirational.
แล้วโรงเรียนปัญญาพัฒน์ก็ขึ้นนำไปได้นะครับแม่เอาละครับก็มาถึงในนาทีสุดท้ายแล้วนะครับ
หรือฉันจะเป็นแม่ที่แย่ที่สุดโค้ชคะครับน้องเอ็มเป็นยังไงบ้างคะ
น้องเอ็มเขามีความตั้งใจมากเลยครับแต่ว่าน้องเขามีพื้นฐานไม่ค่อยดีนะครับหม่งบอลก็ได้บ้างไม่ได้บ้างยังไงก็ต้องรอดูกันอีกทีแล้วครับขอตัวกันนะครับ
วันนี้แม่คุยกับโค้ชแล้วนะโค้ชบอกว่าลูกอะตั้งใจมากเลยเมื่อก่อนโหม่งบอลไม่โดนเลยสักลูกตอนนี้โหม่งได้แล้วนะพยายามขึ้นอีกนิดนึงแค่หัวแตะบอลให้ได้ก็พอแล้วนะนี่ฉันกำลังหลอกเขาอยู่หรือเปล่าเจ็บไหมลูก
วิ่งตามเพื่อนไม่ทันครับแม่
ไม่เป็นไรนะแค่วิ่งแซงคนข้างหน้าให้ได้ก็พออีกนิดเดียวฉันทำร้ายเขาอยู่หรือเปล่า
เอาละครับก็มาถึงในนาทีสุดท้ายแล้วนะครับแต่ว่าลูกเกมยังน่าเป็นห่วงนะครับแต่ตอนนี้
ฉันอาจไม่ใช่แม่ที่ดีที่สุดเพราะฉันไม่ต้องการให้ลูกเป็นที่หนึ่งตลอดเวลาฉันแค่อยากให้เขาชนะตัวเองได้ทุกวัน
Okay, the most important thing, Eric, I don't know whether you understand the language or not.
I understand the action. Action speak louder than words.
Oh, this one
action speak louder than words.
This one prove that the body gesture, the facial expressions, the words is only a little percentage. Okay, the most important thing is after today, after you hear all the theory, all the practical, every day as those muscle leaders, members, you just need to improve a little bit at a time. And you'll be a great leader. And I hope that you gather all this information and share with members and make District 97 one of the best districts in Toastmaster world. I hand the control back to your DD Nuch. Over to you, Nuchanath.
Thank you. Thank you, all our great facilitator, DTM Kinh Chuan, DTM Yiang Ping, and DTM Fong Luan for sharing your insight and experience with us. Now we know that just what improve ourselves a little step at a time, we improve a little, like this, the mother said. And let go if the club do not have the will to survive anymore. So with that, I hope we all learn from the insight and experience of our facilitator and from each other. And thank you again for your time today. And give the facilitators a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you. We end on time. We start on time and on time. So thank you very much for coming. And we look forward to meet you again. And hopefully, let's continue to stay safest and stay happy always and have fun. And always enjoy your Toastmaster journey and have a lot of fun moments. Because these are all recent. In fact, yesterday, someone asked me this question. What keep you stay in Toastmaster for the last 28 years and with all so much energy? And if you're like our first international lady president, Helen Bencher, told me in 2008, he said, if your member is not enjoying Toastmaster program and not having fun, they are not doing the right thing. So strong, go out and enjoy. If your club have celebration, celebrate with star. And even virtual, right? You can have many interesting way of engaging the audience and make it so delightful and people can remember for the rest of their life. And I was so surprised just now I saw the video, right? Captured so long and I was inside speaking. So these are interesting moments with technology. We can capture all these images. So never miss all these special moments. So you just need to improve a little bit. And if you need help, call for help. And I always mention to members, in any presentations, right? I have this service guarantee of 90 days. Okay, if you encounter any question, any problems, right? You can always feel free to contact me through my contact. Okay, you can contact me through Facebook, through my WhatsApp, through email. I'm more than happy to stay connected with you and to answer whatever question for 90 days. But surprisingly, I conducted a spacecraft pathway talk in Philippines in District 75 3 years ago. And members still send me a question. I have to reply the questions right out even after 3 years. So the most important thing is the 90-day service warranty may expire here, but our relationship will stay. Okay, I hope to see you again and have fun. Good day.
Oh, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kanu.
Kapung Krab.
Looking forward to go to Bangkok again.
Yeah, please come.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good day.
Goodbye, everyone.
Enjoy
Thank
Sunday.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Doreen. Bye-bye,
Bye.
Janet.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Janet, you never turn on, huh, Janet?
Yeah, Janet, where are you?
Yeah, Janet is happy. Yeah. Thank you, Fong Luan. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank
Good to learn
you.
from
Good to know
you.
you. Yeah. Hi, Janet. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Bye-bye. Eric, where are you from? Which district are you from?
74.
74. Oh, what are the country that in the 74?
It's South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia.
Oh, okay.
Yes, those are the countries.
So you're currently serving as any district officer role?
Yes. Area B3 director for District 97P.
Oh, it's still a provision, but it's
provision. It's Thailand.
Thailand, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was talking to Kim Siong that the board of directors have decided to reduce the number to change from provision to district. I don't know whether has been changed or not.
Not yet. We still need to
still 60.
go for, still 60. Our target is 60. We need to start about 20 clubs. So to reach the 60, that's our target for now. And luckily in my area, I will start 2 before November. So we, to add to the 20s. So we have a big target. And it's a good one.
Okay, good. All the
So
best.
District 74 in the 1 year in South Africa, and we have about 9 12 countries that we are serving.
Uh-huh.
It's busy getting split into two, because
yeah.
we have more than 250 clubs in one district. It's too much.
In fact, now online, like most people in online, they join all the different clubs in different districts, so you can actually recruit them all over the world.
Yeah, that's it. Because the club that I'm starting in Thailand is called the Thai Africa Toastmasters Club.
Thai Africa.
Yeah, Thai Africa. And then the second club is called the Asia Professional Speakers Toastmasters Club. So these two clubs are going to pull a lot of people from all over into Thailand, and the Thai Africa is going to pull a lot of people.
But unfortunately, I think online club cannot be accepted to be part of the district.
No, it can with the new rule. With the new
the new rule allow. Okay, because
new rule
it has
allows
to be physically
online.
Okay.
Before it was not allowed.
Yeah, you're
but
not
now,
allowed. Yes.
Now
okay.
it's allowed because of COVID and all the changes. So it's allowed.
That's a good idea, and then can tag along.
Yeah, but the physical address and the physical nature of the club will be in Thailand. So it will all be in Thailand under District 97. That's why it can survive.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. So it's quite experimental, but at the same time it's fun. It's enjoyable and fun to bring people together.
You can meet people everywhere.
Yes. But my target here, I'll be targeting people in Thailand, especially Africans who are in Thailand and maybe neighboring countries like Laos, Myanmar, Vietnam.
But not many, right? Are there many?
There are many.
There are many. I didn't know that.
I've done my homework. There are so many.
It's the minority. You can get
also bring, because I need only 20 people. I don't need the whole world. Only 20. So I'll get them. Even Malaysia, I can get people in Malaysia, Singapore who can join the club. I want people around there, closer to Thailand, so that it does not give. And in Africa, I will target the embassies, the Thai embassies around Africa. Those will be the people, so that they join Toastmasters. They don't lose connection with Thailand. And then when they go home, back to Thailand, they are members. So they go back with a lot of experience. And so it's quite interesting.
All the best. Very successful. Hope you are successful. Yeah.
Yes. I must be successful. I can't let this one go. Yeah,
okay.
I must be. No, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay. So hope to see you again. Okay, bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Ardi. Ardi, are you sleeping?